Hey, what's going on, everyone? Lamar here. About to watch an episode of Raised by Wolves. This is season 1, episode 2, Pentagram. And a quick recap of what happened last episode. Basically, it was like introducing to the world. It was two androids, mother and father. They came to this world. Was it Kempler? I think it's called Kenthar 22. And they were basically trying to regrow, I guess, human civilization or something like that. And they had like these little things where mother was like attached to like these embryos, and I guess like a synthetic umbilical cord, so they can like grow these kids in like these little capsule things. And then when they were born, like raise them to basically say, religion is bad, and people they cling to it, and it's a bad thing. So like these androids is like an atheistic kind of situation, but it started going to a very negative situation when like the kids start dying off. Like one, she died by falling in a hole. The other one started dying of illnesses, and then when the only one left, Campion, who was the main guy, I'm assuming like he's the one who's like talking this entire, because it's kind of like narrating a little bit, but yeah, he was the only one left, and father basically wanted to send him to like the religious people to basically say, you know what, it's better to send him to there. You might not agree with their situation, but it's better to send him to there. At least he's with other people than with us, where like it's just gonna probably die off, and there's no one else here except for us. And mother didn't like that. She ended up kind of going berserk on father and like destroying him. And basically, oh, he had a malfunction. There's nothing to worry about. I just take care of you. And then like a bunch of Campion sent out a distress signal by accident because he was trying to like get in the ship. I think he was trying to get in the ship to leave, but when it was like about to take off, he just like bailed out. But he ended up like sending a distress signal out, which a bunch of what were they? Not really like missionaries, but like they're like religious people came down and basically saying like we want to colonize areas and stuff. We want to take care of things. But the thing was weird. Like as soon as they came down and said, "Hey, what's your faith?" Which is, it's not really the best way to start a conversation, but yeah, they end up attacking mother when they try to take Campion away, saying she's an android, so they can't have him here. And basically, they made an assumption like saying, well, she probably killed the other people here. That's why I just like this. They're very interested in the fact that they have an android as well, which they sent to attack mother, and then. Like I can kind of see mother's point at that point, but she may be kind of losing it a bit. But I can see where she'd be coming from a little bit. Just like if you're trying to take someone's kid away and then attack them, yeah, I can see them like freaking out on you and kind of going crazy on you. I can see that. But like noticing that mother had a bunch of like abilities, she was able to like scream and like either mutate people's faces and just like kill them. And well, the thing is, she didn't kill the main guy because and he's the main guy. I don't know if it's the antagonist or protagonist. Not really sure yet, but it's how the story like starting off. So him, and I think I missed his name. I'm not really certain about that, but I missed his name. And mother ended up going to their vessel, killing everyone there that wasn't kids, because she took the kids in a little pod to like take off, but then crashed the ship. I mean, she has the ability of just like screaming at people, like blowing them up essentially, and like she could freeze things for breath and like punching through walls and stuff. So then she brought him back down, talked to Campion, and said, these are your friends now. You gotta have to sort this out. So we'll have to see how mother's going to raise these kids. While you have the religious guy, he actually survived because mother didn't kill him for some reason. I don't know why, but maybe it's just like for the story to go along. But he's alive, so he's like out in the desert somewhere. I think he's gonna try like fight back or something. But you have to see where this will turn out, because it seems it's really interesting how this like building up. So I'm actually really interested, like the slow build up to like the big sequences and stuff. So I am interested to see where this is going. So that's enough of me talking. I am ready to see where it's going. So let's go. Like bullet hell. Like Templars with guns. Henry! They're the Crusaders of guns. Shit.
All their identifying information is on here.
Mark
Can these things do plastic surgery?
Of course.
I'm also proficient in war wounds.
Crater
Okay, shut up.
Yes, sir.
We're about the same build as these two. We can get there past this. If we don't get on the Ark, we're gonna die, along with everything else on this planet. This is gonna hurt.
Marginally. This might make you feel better.
Or fitting.
A lot of rats.
You are doing really well.
What the hell is that?
This'll hurt.
A little bit more.
Here we go.
Some of that rat meat.
This will graft within 2 days. Please do
Not use soap or water.
to clean.
This will be permanent.
That didn't hurt a bit.
You are next.
It's okay. Keep breathing. I'm right here.
Supposed to drink the thing first.
Crisp and even.
Why does he allow us to suffer?
He tests us.
Can you please try a little harder?
What?
You're gonna have to be more convincing than that.
He tests us.
We've gone this far. Can you please commit?
He tests us.
Wasn't so hard, was it?
Mary?
Did she take her face off?
I like it.
Okay.
Caleb.
It's Marcus. And it's Sue from now on. We'll get through this.
We wear the armor of the Mithraic and the light. We are shielded from all that is harmful. Show yourselves!
Oh, wow. The odds.
We wear the armor of Mithraic and the light. We are shielded.
Fuck.
What?
They have a kit that says he'll be returned to us at the boarding area.
Digital passkeys 34, 35, 36. We have a son.
They took the place from killed him.
Low on the western main, down descending.
I think that's him.
Hi, Paul.
Hello, son.
Hello, Father. Mother.
Captain Drusus. We took good care of him. Back in 9. Bye, Paul.
Bye.
Every sky, every cloud, every grave is low.
Okay. Oh, it's the guy. She got replacement parts from the android that attacked her.
The internal distress you're feeling is normal. You've had a new processor installed. Now, you need to stay calm or you're going to undo all my hard work.
Your eyes.
Do they look all right? My original eyes had to be removed for the sake of the children.
The children.
Yes. Campion and now 5 more. They come from an ark called Heaven. Don't worry, Father. We'll get it right this time.
Okay, so that's Marcus. Question, he's the replacement one though. It's not the original one.
You said they threatened to take Campion.
I don't want to talk about it anymore, Father. We have much to do. Children to raise.
How do you explain it to Captain though? He said he was destroyed, or
I sense you're staring at me. Please stop. I never lost control. I just drew on a part of myself I didn't know existed. My actions served our core programming objective. You have nothing to be concerned about. I can't weaponize without my eyes.
You've destroyed them.
what?
No? We might need them again later.
So her eyes are what caused her to be weaponized?
You destroyed me on purpose. There was no loss of control.
You were the one who lost control, Father. When you tried going against the mission. The Mithraic that came here turned out to be every bit as vicious and terrible as our creator programmed us to believe. They tried to kill me in front of Campion, Father.
Father!
Come with me.
Mother said you broke down. That you threw your body into one of the serpent pits.
No. We had a fight. She deactivated me.
Father.
As a father just
She
never
killed
lies.
everyone aboard that ark. One of the soldiers said that she was a necromancer.
You don't have to be afraid anymore. She has since disarmed herself.
Is that one of your jokes, Father? You have to take charge before she changes it. What are you going to do with them?
How many times did you say that you wished we were a family again? Now we are. I'm sure you must be nervous about fitting in with your new companions. Just be yourself, Kiss.
Stop trying to act like it didn't happen. Look, it's okay. Soul will protect us.
No, he won't.
Come on, pray with me. I wear the armor.
Shut up.
Soul helps those who help themselves. Maybe we could sneak out of here the next chance we get.
And go where? We don't know anything about this planet.
Unless I ask you to speak, you'll be smart to keep your mouth shut, but...
We shouldn't fight with each other. We'll never survive if we fight with each other.
Brought food. I'm sure you all must be very hungry. Come and sit.
Hey, ain't that Marcus's son?
What is most important is that you do not try and leave the settlement. I know you're all very curious about the planet, but if you run off on your own, you'll only end up starving if you don't freeze to death first. Once you've become acclimated, we'll migrate to the tropical zone where survival will be easier. I want us to be able to trust each other. But I also hope you will respect what is mine.
Of course.
They'll help keep us safe.
Well, has she destroyed her eyes? If she hasn't, I say we take them, throw them down one of the pits, just to be sure.
I'm taking care of it, Campion.
Are you sure?
Why don't you go and see if you can help those children feel a little less afraid?
You think they will like me?
Of course they will like you. You're a human. Just like there.
So what happened to Gavin?
How did you know that name? Gavin got sick.
The others too.
Yes. It's called a mouse, isn't it? Yes, they're actually born on Earth. And all of you were born on Earth too? Yes, we're actually 13 years older than we look. We're in hibernation, see? So small. We don't have any animals in 22B.
Let him hold it.
Hunter, don't.
You want to keep it?
No. I can't. It is yours. No, it's alright. You should have it. You sure? Yep.
Your friends didn't get sick. She killed them. She's a necromancer that built for mass extermination. She probably did it without even knowing it. If you think that male android is going to protect us, forget it. He's a generic service model. Necromancers eat those for breakfast. You see, androids, they were built to protect us, to do our dirty work so we can stay pure. If they had feelings, they'd be useless. Have you ever seen how they look when they don't know they're being watched? See, the reason why they don't want you to believe in soul is because they're afraid of what it's going to open your eyes to, the power it will give you. Do you want to pray with us?
You know I'm not allowed to. And neither are you. If Mother catches
All
you,
right, maybe you could keep watch then. May darkness never come, and may the dawn go on forever. Help us keep our souls pure, so that we may serve you.
Did she hear him? She can hear him.
Campion.
What? He gave it to me. He was no longer in need of it.
Give it to him. Give it to him.
Sorry. Thank you.
Can you come with me for a moment?
Oh no.
Campion, continue the lesson until I return, please.
She'll be fine. No need to worry. Taking care of it.
I want you to sleep in here from now on. You don't have to work in the fields. You can do house cleaning. You need special care, constant monitoring. There's too much at stake to take any chances.
Take chances with what?
You have been given the greatest gift that can be given.
It was against my will. While I was inside the shared simulation, the man who did it was able to wake himself up somehow. Had his way with some of us while our bodies were still in hibernation. There were plans to execute him. Thanks to you, he probably died a few days earlier than scheduled. I would thank you, but I was actually looking forward to watching him die. The thought that there's something part him growing inside me, it makes me want to die.
Then you must not think of him. Think only of the child. The child is innocent. I will help you. We'll do this together.
Okay.
Knock. Knock. Who's there?
Oh shit. Alright, here we go. What's this?
Sleep now.
Let me get those eyes out. Oh fuck. So now she can't protect them.
Tell me you didn't destroy them.
Campion. I'll handle this, Mother. Mother, I'll handle this.
Campion.
Tell me where they are. Campion! Tell me where they are.
No. You said you would deal with it, but you didn't. You didn't do anything.
There are intruders inside the perimeter. We are in danger. Tell me where they are, Campion.
No.
Tell me, Campion! Stay back!
What's that? secret target?
Don't look at me, Tempest! Go back to the barracks!
Okay, so it happens when you look at her?
I think they're gone now, Mother.
Animals of some kind? We've been here for 12 years. How could we just be encountering them now?
I would study their remains. If you left any.
We thought we knew this region and all its dangers, but we don't. Thank you, Father.
For what, Mother?
For not taking my eyes.
Yeah. Why didn't they just attack him? Why did they push him in the hole?
Keep looking. This thing says he's around here somewhere.
Here!
That was episode 2. And like the story is starting to like, you know, slowly weaving its way in, which is actually really cool. You get to see more of what Mother actually is. Mother is a necromancer android, which is like a destroyer android or a defensive android kind of situation, but it's like the umpteenth degree. That's why like you can't look at her. Apparently that's the whole thing. Because I remember Marcus, the guy, he even said that, you know, don't look at her. But those creatures were like chasing the that girl, so I don't know what it's gonna do with like looking at her has to do with it. Because it looks like she can like target it. Which, I don't know. There's a lot more questions in there. A good thing that Father is not actually destroyed. He was just deactivated, which is really interesting. Cool. With these new kids here, they have like they came from, you know, the religious world, so they came here, and it's more learning about how this world's interacting, because you have like Hunter, the really smart one, but he doesn't feel like he should be doing like manual labor. But you know, speaking to Father after a while, yeah, he'll rather do that than listen to him just shadow on. But everyone knows how dangerous Mother actually is, and they're just trying to like figure out their situation, because you have the dangers of Mother, but it's also the dangers of the world. So Mother actually does want to protect the children of this world, of this planet. So you can see it is the understanding, like she could be really, really evil, but she's not really. She just wants to protect the kids, and she doesn't want the religious influence in this camp, essentially. But with the other kids, they're gonna have their reservation about it because they believe something else, and they're gonna keep going toward that. I think I really find interesting is the fact of those creatures, like they weren't there before. Like at no point did those creatures show up. So what prompted them to show up and start coming through the basically encampment? So that's actually really interesting because they were there for 12 years. So what changed? Also, the big thing is the fact that Marcus is not actually Marcus. He's a guy who got his skin grafted to look like Marcus as they brought into this situation. So that's a thing. He originally killed the original Marcus. And seeing like how the world is. Also, the kid that's there that had the rat was Marcus's son, the original Marcus's son. So it's really interesting. Like it's so many questions I have for like this show, and it like slowly creeps up to like, you know, the interest that is slowly popping up. And now that Marcus has been rescued by the, I guess, more Mithraic people. Is it Mithraics? Minerax? Something like that, right? Yeah, so where they're going to go is going to be really interesting. Because they're going to have to be against Mother, but Mother just wants to protect the kids, but they want to take those kids back. And with Campion, you know, he wants to take the eye so, you know, the Mother doesn't like just kill anybody else, but it was needed so she can actually protect as well. So it's understanding the ability to protect and the ability to like, kill is very, very closely linked. So it's figuring out what you have to do. Like, it's just that fine line. It's actually really interesting how like this story is like delving into it. It draws you into it. So I can't wait for the next bunch of episodes to see where this is going. So, you know, as always, you know, like, share, comment, subscribe for the stuff down below. And as always, I'll see you later. Take it easy.